Let's give this a whirl.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford is driving home the message Canada is not for sale.
I can't stress enough how devastating these tariffs will be on Ontario families, on Ontario workers.
Good afternoon, everybody.
The latest signal from the White House is that Donald Trump's not backing down from his threat to slap Canadian goods with massive tariffs starting this weekend.
As far as I'm still tracking, and that was last night talking to the president directly, February 1st is still on the books.
More than 2 million Canadian jobs are tied to trade with the U.S. Politicians and business leaders are bracing for impact.
If a significant tariff is imposed, it'll bring the industry to its knees. That's the bottom line.
Canadian officials have been trying to dissuade the Trump administration for months, but there are challenges.
A lot of President Trump's nominees have not been confirmed, and there is legislation that requires them to be confirmed before they can actually engage formally with other governments.
For now, sources say the federal government is readying a multi-billion-dollar bailout.
People should get ready for a bit of a bumpy ride. We will need to provide assistance either to businesses or to workers.
It's a move that could offer reprieve for those individuals and perhaps also the minority Liberal government.
There are hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs at risk.
Opposition leaders have said they want to topple the government, but now the NDP leader says he's open to supporting the Liberals to pass financial aid, even if it means delaying an election.
If there is any desire to move forward, the government should call us together, like we did during COVID, and discuss a plan that supports workers.
Some premiers also say they'll work with Ottawa.
It's not about one level of government. It's about all three levels of government working collaboratively.
We're going to work to make sure that the federal government keeps to those commitments, that they treat this as seriously as they did the COVID response.
But all of this depends on what Donald Trump actually does on Saturday, if anything. It's unclear whether there will be carve-outs or whether tariffs will start small and then get bigger over time. That's something only he seems to know for sure.
And Kate, the premiers met today to talk about the tariff threat, obviously, but what came out of that?
They've been meeting weekly now and are set to meet with the Prime Minister again on Wednesday. A source says they spoke about their plan to travel together to Washington in mid-February, and they also touched on what a federal bailout package could look like, though I'm told nothing formal has been presented to the provinces yet.
All right, Kate McKenna in Ottawa tonight. Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.